How's it guys, Munash here, and today we have some pretty insane Magneto cheese. So a couple of hours ago I completed Act 7.2.3 where I took the stacking power path, but unfortunately I only managed to record the first few fights because I ran out of space. So I decided to redo the path because it's pretty easy if you have Magneto, and I just really wanted to showcase this interaction, although if you follow me on Twitter then you've probably already seen it. So stacking power is a pretty interesting node because the only way you can gain power is by gaining buffs. So you'll gain 20% of a bar of power, and Magneto is one champ who is just really good at gaining buffs. The first heavy attack will give you a prowess, hold it for longer and you gain an unstoppable buff. But the real magic happens when you start to duplicate those prowesses, because once you have a lot of them, you just hold the heavy attack and then instantly shoot up to 3 bars of power. So essentially you could pretty much spam special 3s, and Magneto's special 3 is pretty good for damage. Even though there weren't any metal champs on this path, there also weren't any bleed immunes, so I could stack a lot of bleeds very quickly with the special 3 spam. The only fight that took longer than 2 minutes was Kingpin, since he does shrug off debuffs pretty regularly. But what was crazy about that fight is I used more than 10 special 3s, and it only took about 40 hits. In fact, most of the fight time is just watching special 3 animations. So you throw a special 3 and then you bait a special 1, then during the animation of each special 1 you hold the heavy attack, gain 3 bars of power and repeat. It's just so cheesy how the node works with Magneto. Then I also tried Hyperion on one fight just for some variety, since he can also gain buffs pretty quickly. But yeah, all you really need is a champ who can gain lots of buffs without doing too many hits, because there's also special delivery, so you need to drop a special attack in 15 hits, otherwise you get that degen on you. Then the last node is fight or flight, which is not that difficult to deal with. Just gotta watch the unstoppable timer and then back off when it's about to reset, then you'll gain the buff instead of the opponent. Then for the boss, I took Punisher 2099 with Guardian, just because of his block proficiency from the Sig ability. So Punisher has 2 nodes. The first one is Surge Protector, which didn't make much of a difference during this fight because of the way I played it. But basically the way it works is whenever you hit the opponent with the basic attack, they gain a surge charge. And when you throw a special attack, it will remove all surge charges and deal 25% of your attack as direct damage for each surge charge. But if the opponent throws a special attack, they'll get a refund of 10% of the power they used for the special attack for each surge charge on them. But that never happened because the other node on this fight is Power Struggle. So the only way you can gain a bar of power is by the opponent gaining a bar of power. And that just makes it pretty easy to throw a special attack before the opponent. Then you can just bait a special without him having any charges and then carry on. So the fight itself is not that tricky, the only thing is Punisher can hit pretty hard through your block with those special attacks. So ideally you want a champ with either good block proficiency, like Guardian or Cap, good regen like Sorcerer or maybe Blade or Black Widow Clairvoyant, power control like Doom because he can actually work pretty well with Power Struggle, maybe Clairvoyant as well with the Power Steal, or just any champ who can easily avoid getting hit by those special attacks like Tigra, Ghost, Stark Spidey maybe. But yeah, it was a pretty fun and very satisfying fight with Guardian, so yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I hope you guys found it useful. As always, thank you for watching, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.